And welcome to Overtime, brought to you by KingsCast at www.kingscast.net, the video show for LA Kings fans by LA Kings fans. I'm Keith Korneluk.
And I'm Chris Kalazewski. You know, it's that boring time of year where there's just nothing in hockey to talk about, especially no Kings news. So we decided to get together and talk about this week in the NHL. You know, Patrick Kane was arrested over the weekend for beating up a cabbie.
20 cents. Patrick Kane beat the cabbie up for 20 cents. I mean, come on, he's making like $3 million a year. But if I were a Los Angeles King and I were going to beat up a cab driver for 20 cents, I'd be Kevin Westgarth. Because guys with mullets always kind of like to beat people up. Now, that's not a stereotype. I'm not saying everybody with a mullet would beat up a cab driver.
I'm so glad that there's no Kings out there who are getting arrested, beating up women or cabbies or anything like that. Although, I could see Alexander Frolov roughing up a waiter.
Jeremy Roenick, America's sweetheart of an NHL player, retired this week.
You know what? My biggest memories of JR, not good ones. My first one is of him dancing on the ice like a fool, embarrassing his own teammates and fans. And also, seeing him at Meet the Players party for the first time, this guy thought he was a frickin' celebrity. He was not.
JR was a disaster for the Los Angeles Kings. I mean, what else are you going to say? The fact of the matter is, was he a good player prior to playing for Los Angeles? Sure, he was great in Philly. He was great in Chicago. The guy showed up to camp, hadn't worked out for, a year into the lockout to punish the NHL for it, but he ended up punishing Kings fans. I will always hate you.
You know, a lot of trade rumors about the Kings this week.
You know, much respect to everyone who makes their living off of the internet, doing blogs and things of that nature, but what is up with all the rumors out there?
Rumor sites, they are what they are. They're entertainment. I look at those sites like I look at Perez Hilton.
You know, just because I know the bartender really well on the third level of Staples Center, and he heard from a guy, that from another guy, that Sidney Crosby might be coming because Jack Johnson really likes to play for him, doesn't mean it's true or valid.
You know, these things are just ridiculous.
Rumor sites are like the National Enquirer.
You know, just because you have 100 followers on Twitter doesn't make you some credible hockey insider.
However, I have heard, in all seriousness, a few things that I thought I would throw out there because I got some sources.
Jonathan Bernier, a second-round pick, Anze Kopitar to the Toronto Maple Leafs, future considerations of Thomas Kaepernick.
Ryan Smith to the Colorado Avalanche for Kyle Quincy and Brian Wilsey.
Peter Harold to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Jordan Staal, straight up.
Alexander Frolov to the St. Louis Blues for TJ Oshie, a first, second, and third-round pick, and the rights to Andy Murray.
Alexander Frolov to the Minnesota Wild for Nicholas Backstrom, because, you know, the Kings need goaltending.
Alexander Frolov to the San Jose Sharks for the rights to talk Jeremy Roenick out of retirement. All right, Kings fans, it's that time of year again. September 26th, 7 p.m., Las Vegas at the MGM Grand. Chris, it's Frozen Fury.
Frozen Fury. It's hard to believe it's that time again already.
I know.
This year, fans, we will be having a meet-up before the game, sort of kick off the hockey season. Get a chance to sort of meet you guys, see how crazy you really are.
Exactly. So leave us a comment on the page. Let us know if you're going to be there, if you're thinking about being there. It will depend on the kind of venue we're going to host. There'll be drinks. We'll be giving out some KingsCast swag. We got some new T-shirts coming down the pike, handing out some stickers. It'll be a great time. So please let us know. We'd love to meet you.
Love to have you there. So see you there. Put it on your calendar. September 26th, 2009, Las Vegas.
Oh, and by the way, there will be no charge.
No charge at all.
Nothing. Not one red cent. So that's it, Kings fans. Hey, if you're a hockey fan, go back into hibernation. Come on out in late September.
Don't worry, the season will be here soon enough.
That's right. I'm Keith Korneluk.
And I'm Chris Kalazewski.
Thank you for watching KingsCast.